had never worn makeup in 30 years of marriage, but on the day of my divorce, I not only put on a beautiful, carefully done makeup look, but also cut off the long hair I had kept for 50 years. Finally, I put on an elegant gown. I decided that from that day on, I would live for myself. The reason I made such a drastic change was because just yesterday morning, I had made breakfast for my son, but my son mocked me, saying I looked like a cleaning lady. My husband also asked for a divorce, cause his company was about to go public. He wanted a woman who looked like a CEO's wife, not a housewife who only knew how to cook and do laundry. When I saw the divorce papers he had already prepared, I was completely shocked. No one knew that I was actually the daughter of the richest man in the country. For love, I had given up everything and devoted myself to caring for my husband and son. To keep my husband from feeling inferior, I had hidden my identity as a wealthy heiress. I had even worked as a cleaner in his small company, quietly helping him take the company public. I had never imagined that 30 years of effort and companionship would be repaid with betrayal and abandonment. Constant blows sent me to the hospital. After the test results came out, I found out that I had cancer. My friend advised me to leave that house immediately and return to the luxurious life that truly belonged to me. That was the only way to save my life. But I still couldn't let go of my husband and son. When I returned home, I hesitated about whether or not to tell them the truth. When I opened the door, I heard my husband talking to his mistress. That moment, I finally understood everything. My husband no longer loved me, and that house no longer belonged to me. I decided to live as my true self again. So I put on makeup, cut my hair, and wore a gown. In an instant, I became a graceful and radiant woman. I returned to my family's business and took charge of the company again. On my first day at work, I ran into my ex-husband at the company. He had come with his mistress to discuss a business deal. When the mistress saw my elegant appearance, she couldn't help mocking me. In anger, I slapped her across the face. My ex-husband was startled and immediately scolded me for doing that. He said his mistress knew the wealthy heiress who could help him get an investment. I smiled coldly and told them that I was that heiress. The mistress didn't believe me at all. She had always thought I was just a cleaner. My ex-husband didn't believe it either. He even told me to see a doctor, saying I must have gone crazy from stress. After saying that, the mistress pulled him away and left. The next day, he received an invitation to the richest man's birthday banquet. He thought it was thanks to the mistress and planned to marry her as soon as possible. My son also liked the mistress, thinking she was the only one worthy of being his new mother. They went to the banquet together. After the banquet began, the assistant announced that the chairman would retire and pass the company to his daughter. That moment, they saw me walking into the hall, completely stunned.